You're being played. Right now, someone in your life is controlling your decisions, your emotions, and your actions. And the scariest part? You probably think it's your idea. That's how manipulation works. It's invisible until you know what to look for. The ancient Stoics understood something that most people today never learn. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." He knew that some people operate through deception and control, and the only way to protect yourself is to see them clearly before they do real damage. Manipulation isn't always obvious. It's not always loud or aggressive. Sometimes the most dangerous manipulators are the ones who smile while they control you. The ones who make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. The ones who twist your words until you're apologizing for things you didn't do. In this video, we're breaking down 7 hidden signs that someone is manipulating you. Not the obvious red flags everyone talks about. The subtle, psychological tactics that slip under your radar and make you question your own reality. These are the signs the Stoics would recognize instantly. The ones that reveal someone's true character before they destroy your peace, your confidence, and your life. If you've ever felt crazy, confused, or guilty around someone but couldn't explain why, this video will give you clarity before we dive in. If you're serious about protecting your mental space and never being controlled again, hit that like button right now. Subscribe to this channel because we're building a community of people who refuse to be anyone's victim. And drop a comment as we go through these signs. Let me know which one hits hardest. Your engagement helps this message reach people who desperately need to hear it. Now let's get into it. The first hidden sign: they make you feel guilty for having boundaries. Here's how manipulation starts. You set a boundary. You say no. You protect your time, your energy, or your peace. And suddenly, they make you the villain. They act hurt. They say things like, "I can't believe you do this to me," or "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me." They twist your healthy boundary into a personal attack against them. The Stoics were obsessed with boundaries. Epictetus taught that some things are within our control and some things are not. And one thing that's absolutely within your control is where you draw the line. But manipulators hate boundaries because boundaries stop them from controlling you. So they punish you for setting them. They make you feel selfish for taking care of yourself. They make you feel cruel for saying no. And if you're not careful, you'll apologize for protecting yourself and take the boundary down just to stop feeling guilty. Here's the truth. A healthy person respects your boundaries. They might be disappointed, but they don't make you feel like a bad person for having limits. A manipulator, on the other hand, will use guilt like a weapon. They'll make you feel like your needs are unreasonable, like your feelings don't matter, like protecting yourself is somehow wrong. And the more you give in, the more they push. Because once they learn that guilt works on you, they'll use it every single time. Seneca wrote about this. He said, "If you wish to be loved, love," meaning real relationships are built on mutual respect, not guilt and obligation. If someone makes you feel bad for having boundaries, that's not love, that's control. And the Stoic response is simple. Hold your ground. Don't justify, don't over-explain, just stand firm. Because your peace is not up for negotiation. The second hidden sign: they're always the victim in every story. Listen to how someone talks about their past. If everyone they've ever known was terrible to them, if every relationship ended because the other person was crazy, if they've never done anything wrong but somehow always end up hurt, that's a red flag. Because manipulators rewrite history to make themselves the hero and everyone else the villain. Marcus Aurelius dealt with people like this constantly. As emperor, he was surrounded by people who blamed others for their failures, who twisted stories to gain sympathy, who played the victim to avoid responsibility. and he learned to see through it. He wrote, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig." Meaning the truth is always revealed by someone's actions, not their stories. Here's why this matters. When someone is always the victim, they're training you to never hold them accountable. They're creating a pattern where you feel sorry for them, where you make excuses for their behavior, where you give them endless chances because they've been through so much. But notice something. The victim story always comes up right when they need something from you, or right after they've done something wrong. They hurt you, and suddenly it's about their trauma. They let you down, and suddenly it's about how hard their life is. They cross a line, and suddenly you're hearing about everyone who ever betrayed them. It's a distraction. It's a way to shift focus from their behavior to their pain. And if you're empathetic, if you're kind, if you care about people, you'll fall for it every time. The Stoic approach is different. Compassion without boundaries is self-destructs. You can acknowledge someone's pain without excusing their behavior. You can care about what they've been through without letting them use it as a free pass to hurt you. Because if someone is always the victim, they'll never be accountable. And if they're never accountable, they'll never change. The third hidden sign: they isolate you from people who see through them. This one is subtle but deadly. A manipulator will slowly, carefully, turn you against anyone who questions them. They'll say things like, "I don't think that friend really cares about you," or "Your family just doesn't understand you like I do." They'll plant little seeds of doubt about the people who actually have your best interests at heart. Why? Because those people are threats. They see the manipulation. They call it out. They tell you the truth. And the manipulator can't have that. So they work to isolate you. They make you feel like it's you and them against the world. Like everyone else is the problem. Like they're the only one who truly gets you. And slowly, you pull away from the people who would protect you. Epictetus warned about this. He said, "Keep company with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." But manipulators do the opposite. They keep you close to people who diminish you, who enable them, who don't challenge their control. And they push away anyone who might wake you up. This is how people end up trapped, cut off from support, dependent on the person who's controlling them, believing that no one else understands or cares. Here's how to recognize it. If someone in your life constantly criticizes the people who love you, if they always have a reason why you shouldn't trust your friends or family, if they make you feel like you have to choose between them and everyone else, that's isolation. That's control. And it's dangerous. Because once you're isolated, once you have no one else to turn to, the manipulation deepens. You have no outside perspective, no reality check, no escape route. The Stoic response is to guard your relationships. Don't let one person become your entire world. Don't cut off people who care about you just because someone else is uncomfortable with them. Because if someone truly loves you, they want you to have a strong support system. They want you surrounded by people who lift you up. They don't need to be your only source of validation, comfort, or truth. The fourth hidden sign: they twist your words until you're defending yourself for things you didn't say. Have you ever had a conversation where you said something simple and clear, and somehow by the end of it, you're apologizing for a completely different thing? That's gaslighting. That's a manipulation tactic where someone distorts what you said until you're confused about your own words. Here's how it works. You say, "I need more time to myself." They hear, "You don't care about me anymore." You say, "I'm not comfortable with that." They hear, "You think I'm a bad person." You say, "That hurt my feelings." They hear, "You're calling me abusive." They twist your words into something extreme, something you never said, and then they make you defend yourself against their version of reality. Marcus Aurelius faced this constantly in Roman politics. People would twist his words, misrepresent his intentions, create false narratives to undermine him. And he learned something powerful. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one, meaning don't get caught in their word games. Don't let them rewrite what you said. Stand on your truth and let their distortions fall flat. This tactic works because it keeps you off balance. You spend so much energy defending what you didn't say that you forget what you originally needed. The conversation gets derailed. Your boundary gets ignored. Your feelings get dismissed. And you end up feeling like maybe you did say something wrong. Maybe you are being unreasonable. Maybe you should just drop it. But here's the truth. If someone constantly twists your words, they're not trying to understand you. They're trying to control the narrative. They're trying to make you doubt yourself. They're trying to confuse you into giving up. And the more you engage with their twisted version of reality, the deeper you sink into their game. The Stoic practice is clarity. Say what you mean once, clearly, calmly, and if they twist it, don't chase their distortion. Don't defend yourself against accusations you never made. Just restate your point or walk away. Because you can't win an argument with someone who's rewriting the rules as they go. The fifth hidden sign, they give with strings attached. Manipulators love to do favors. They love to help. They love to be generous. But here's the catch. They keep a ledger. Every favor comes with an unspoken debt. Every act of kindness is an investment they expect to cash in later. And when they need something from you, suddenly you owe them. Seneca wrote about this. He talked about how true generosity expects nothing in return. He said, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. But a manipulator's kindness isn't kindness. It's strategy. It's a way to create obligation. It's a way to control you through guilt. Because how can you say no to someone who's done so much for you? Here's how to spot it. Notice if someone brings up past favors when you set a boundary. Notice if their help always comes with a reminder later. Notice if they make you feel like you can never repay them, like you're always in their debt. That's manipulation. Real giving doesn't keep score. Real generosity doesn't create obligation. Real help doesn't come with conditions. The Stoics believed in doing good for its own sake, not for what you get in return. Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. He gave without expectation. He helped without keeping track, because his character wasn't dependent on others owing him. A manipulator's character, however, is built on leverage, on making sure you feel like you owe them, on creating a dynamic where they're always the giver and you're always the taker, even when that's not true. If someone in your life constantly reminds you of what they've done for you, if they use their generosity as a weapon, if their help comes with guilt, that's not love, that's control. And the Stoic response is to set boundaries around what you accept. Don't let anyone buy your compliance with favors. Don't let anyone hold their kindness over your head. And if they do, recognize it for what it is, manipulation. The sixth hidden sign, they're extremely charming to everyone else, but different with you. This is one of the most confusing signs. In public, around other people, they're amazing, funny, kind, generous, likable. Everyone loves them. But in private, with you, they're different, critical, cold, dismissive, controlling. And when you try to tell people what they're really like, no one believes you. Because the version everyone else sees doesn't match the version you experience. This is calculated. Manipulators are skilled at managing their image. They know how to charm people. They know how to seem perfect in public while being cruel in private. And this serves two purposes. First, it keeps their reputation intact. Second, it makes you look crazy when you speak up. Because if they're so wonderful to everyone else, the problem must be you, right? Epictetus warned about people who wear masks. He said, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. meaning watch what people do, not just what they say or how they appear. The Stoics valued authenticity. They valued people who were the same in public and private, because integrity doesn't change based on who's watching. If someone is sweet to strangers but harsh to you, if they're generous in public but stingy in private, if they're patient with others but impatient with you, that's a red flag. Because how someone treats you when no one is looking is who they really are. The public persona is the performance. The private behavior is the truth. And here's why this is so damaging. It makes you doubt your own experience. Everyone tells you how lucky you are to have them. Everyone says they're amazing. So you start thinking maybe you're the problem. Maybe you're too sensitive. Maybe you're imagining things. But you're not. You're seeing the real them, the version they hide from everyone else. The seventh hidden sign, they make you feel like you're going crazy. This is the ultimate manipulation, gaslighting, making you doubt your memory, your perception, your sanity. They say things didn't happen when you know they did. They deny conversations you clearly remember. They tell you you're overreacting when your feelings are valid. They make you question everything until you don't trust your own mind anymore. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." He understood that people will try to impose their version of reality on you. But he also understood the importance of trusting your own judgment, of standing firm in what you know to be true. Gaslighting works because it's gradual. It starts small. They deny saying something. You let it go. They claim you're remembering wrong. You start to doubt. They tell you you're too emotional. You start to believe it. And over time, you lose confidence in your own perception. You start running everything by them. You start needing their validation for your own reality. And that's exactly where they want you. Dependent, confused, controllable. Here's the truth. If someone constantly makes you feel crazy, if they deny things you know happened, if they tell you your feelings are wrong, if they make you doubt yourself at every turn, that's not love. That's psychological abuse. And the Stoic response is to trust yourself. Keep a journal. Document things. Trust your gut. Because your perception is valid. Your memory is real. Your feelings matter. So there you have it. 7 hidden signs someone is manipulating you. They make you feel guilty for boundaries. They're always the victim. They isolate you from people who see through them. They twist your words. They give with strings attached. They're charming to others but different with you. And they make you feel crazy. If you recognized any of these signs in someone in your life, you're not imagining it. You're not overreacting. You're seeing clearly. And that's the first step to protecting yourself. The Stoics taught that awareness is power. Once you see manipulation for what it is, it loses its grip. You can't be controlled by tactics you recognize. So what do you do now? Set boundaries and hold them. Don't explain endlessly. Don't justify yourself. Just be clear and firm. Distance yourself from people who use these tactics. You don't owe anyone access to you. And trust yourself. Your feelings are valid. Your perception is real. Your peace matters. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom that actually protects you in real life. And drop a comment. Which sign hit you the hardest? Let's talk about it. Because the more we speak up about manipulation, the less power it has. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Don't become what hurt you. Just become someone who can't be hurt that way again. Stay aware, stay strong, stay stoic.